For some reason, if I was interested in any particular hobby, I would immerse myself into the hobby's specific origins and or all of the cultures it was connected to. I was driven by an unrelenting interest and excitement, stemming from the potential to be a part of a new community that would ultimately show me a new world. I work my best to maintain an open mind and possess enough self-awareness to decide which practices and ideologies I wish to incorporate into my own journey, as well as those I prefer to exclude. Since a young age, I grasped the understanding that the world was a collective experience shared with 8 billion other individuals. However, the world that I perceived was a limited and distorted version of that broader reality. I believe the most efficient way to begin understanding the complexity of the human experience was to become open and accepting of other people's perspectives. I aspired to embody the essence of the multipotentialite, a polymath known for traversing a diverse range of subjects and harnessing the comprehensive knowledge to solve intricate challenges. However, I found myself questioning the very problems that this pursuit aimed to address. Were these dilemmas a result of encountering numerous individuals living in dissatisfaction, consumed by unhappiness and a sense of unfulfillment in their lives? Or was it the disheartening observation of how individuals diminish their intellectual and professional capacities solely to conform to the status quo or to secure a regular paycheck? Possibly. I believe the often overlooked epidemic is the one of the polymath. We've been conditioned to think in narrow boxes. We've been taught that being extremely proficient in one career, or exercising talent over and over, reaching an arbitrary goal of success, will bring us good fortune, praise from our peers, and a comfortable retirement at 65. We so badly want this to give us some sense of nirvana, but the harsh reality is it doesn't. The heartbreaking truth is learning what to do with our minds now. We live in the now. While trying new hobbies, exploring new methods, questioning different industries, challenging my belief systems, were all innocent, complete acts of curiosity. The older I got, the more harsh judgment people would speak over me. People would make strange remarks like, "Oh, you have a lot of time," or "Shouldn't you be focused on X, Y, or Z?" People push other people down a default path, not because of any ill intent, but it's just all they know. Quite frankly, the default path sucks. This path focuses and honors the idea of specialization, compartmentalization, and niching down. How do we know where we're supposed to be or who we're supposed to be if we don't experiment with everything that interests us? Blindly walking through life for the sake of others diminishes the amount of agency you have in this world. In class, we're assigned 1-hour courses where we learn biology, then another hour where we learn math, and then chemistry, and so on and so on. But there's no link between them. We're not connecting the dots, people. Grade by grade, we learn to receive more knowledge where we can stack the knowledge that we learned in the previous years. But again, it's not taught or encouraged to synthesize those ideas. So all of that knowledge gets stored in separate parts of our brain. My uncle calls the American public school system button pusher factories. Schools make button pushers, not system innovators. As if the challenges in primary, middle, and high school weren't bad enough, the pressure to select a career path, often without any understanding or guidance, exposes us to one of life's most significant financial decisions. And while many are fortunate with amazing support systems, guiding them on educational choices, scholarships, majors, and independent living expectations, not everyone shares this privilege. Young adults aspiring to break generational barriers or explore unfamiliar industries are left to navigate the complexities of an inadequate school system. No matter how much you want to play, the playing field is going to be unfair. And this scenario is a recipe for disaster. It creates a world where those driven by insatiable curiosity and a hunger for diverse experiences find themselves swimming against the current. Challenging these norms and advocating for a holistic, multidisciplinary approach to life I believe I'm addressing an often disregarded issue, the epidemic of the polymath. The default path dictated by society often falls short of delivering the fulfillment and contentment it promises. I'm determined to embark on a different and more enriching journey. I don't know why I said it like that, but how can we harness a variety of interests to foster comprehensive personal and professional growth through learning and observation? To accomplish this, I'll break down each element in this video, rewiring your learning approach, managing a diverse set of skills, and cultivating genuine interest. Approach 1. Rewire your learning. In the face of unfamiliar, high-pressure situations, our instinct often leans on familiar habits. That's normal, and it works really well in familiar situations. But defaulting to old habits and new situations that call for new solutions is usually a recipe for failure. We call this the adaptability paradox. We call it that because Harvard did first. So, I'll link the study below. Anyway, to overcome it, leaders need to embrace something called deliberate calm. It's a mindset that emphasizes intentional decision-making over knee-jerk reactions. The word deliberate refers to the awareness that you have a choice in how you experience and respond to a situation. The calm word in deliberate calm refers to rationally considering how best to respond without being persuaded by old habits. This approach empowers leaders to make objective, creative choices, even in the most challenging circumstances, fostering adaptability and resilience in the face of uncertainty. Deliberate calm is the solution to the adaptability paradox. This method empowers us to approach difficulties with a clear and deliberate mindset, allowing for objective, creative decision-making even in the most trying circumstances. Now let's dive into practical steps to incorporate deliberate calm into the various facets of our lives. Approach 2. Active skill acquisition. Learning is a remarkable journey. It's a pathway to acquiring new skills and knowledge. Yet, it's so common to get trapped in the allure of endless tutorials and theoretical learning. It's essential to learn the difference between knowledge and skill. Knowledge involves understanding concepts and facts and information. It's a theoretical foundation in which skills are built. Skill, on the other hand, is a different little monster. Skill is the practical application of that knowledge. People often find themselves in this cycle of a tutorial trap or doom scrolling, or my favorite, the analysis paralysis. Ooh. This occurs when you accumulate too much knowledge without applying it. This is when people read too many books but don't exercise any of the skills that those books said, or when someone watches a tutorial on how to do Photoshop without ever downloading and playing with Photoshop. I understand how it can be extremely addicting and challenging when there's an endless supply of tutorials and courses and how-to guides. While these resources are incredibly valuable for acquiring new knowledge, they can sometimes lead to a mistaken belief of someone's expertise. But active skill acquisition offers a new approach. Rather than drowning in a sea of information, it advocates for taking immediate action. When confronted with a new skill or task, start working on it right away, even if your initial efforts are far from perfect. A good quote relating to this is, "You learn to swim by swimming." And that's a brief insight into the critical aspects of rewiring our learning approach and actively acquiring skills. As we've seen, adapting deliberate calm and active skill acquisition, we pave the way for more effective and practical ways of learning. If you like this video, I created a playlist with more polymathic mental models and ideologies for you to discover and explore. I hope this video helped you gain more skills to become a modern day polymath. See you in the next video.